That's really fun. Sorry about your packaging, Q. This week's hot new product comes courtesy of McGard. Chances are you've heard this name before if you've been in the industry or in the car scene for a while. Lots of people have McGard lug nuts. The question is why? Why would you choose McGard lug nuts over any others? We'll get into that as soon as I get into these products. First of all, I'll get a compliment on the packaging because these are obviously made for retail shelves, but they're very easy to display, which I'm very much enjoying for the purposes of this unboxing. These are for Q's Tesla, which is why there are 5 packs of 4, which is what I thought there would be 4 packs of 5. I guess these don't come in 5 packs, so they sent us 5 of these. They're also in this super sweet black, which I was gonna mistakenly call anodized black. They're not anodized, they're actually PVD coated, which is a phenomenal form of coating something, which lets McGard actually lifetime guarantee that these will not chip or flake or rust. So that's a really nice nice touch on something like this, especially something that's going to be sitting at ground level and probably subject to a lot of the abuse from the elements. Q, I hope you don't mind. I'm going to open your lug nuts here if I'm capable. What we have here are spline drive lug nuts. That's another feature about the McGard ones that are cool, as it's not your typical hex pattern where these would be like a 17 to 22 whatever mil hex pattern. These are a spline drive, and they also have this super handy rotating conical piece. Now what can we say about these? These are made of steel and they're made for aluminum wheels, as you might expect. They've got the 60-degree taper and a narrow platform. So some of your more like JDM friendly and imported wheels, they typically have a narrower passage for your lug nuts. So these are going to make that a lot easier on you. I've seen people with like specialty tools for their lug nuts and it ends up hitting the sides of the lug well in the wheel. So you can definitely avoid that with these, which is also nice. Something else about these, they are closed end lug nuts. So if you have super extended studs, you're going to want the open end version, but these are OEM studs, OEM everything, right, Q? So these will fit perfectly on basically any OEM platform they're for. What else is cool about them is that they are 30% lighter than your traditional and 30% lighter than your OEM lug nuts. They're manufactured in the USA to meet or exceed all of your OEM standards. And like I said, 30% lighter, that's a big deal for your unsprung weight. So if you are really shaving unsprung weight off, if you're going for lap times, I know this is your daily driver, so it's a Tesla, it's not going for lap times, but if you are shaving time off your laps, a little bit of unsprung weight reduction is always welcomed. That brings me to the next part, which is another package I'm going to ruin very shortly. That brings me to your installation tool. Because these are a spline and not a hex, hex, for example, is this, like on the back of the install tool, you're going to need a spline drive to actually get them on. So this fits very snugly with 0 play, might add. So you're not going to mess anything up as long as you follow the instructions and don't over torque them. On that note, there's a cute little sticker that says, "Do not hook this up to air tools." That's pretty sound advice. Hooking this up to an air tool will probably, if not break these, will shred your studs or rip the threads right off them. You do not want to put like 400 pound-feet into these anyway. So yeah, don't hook it up to air tools. That's stupid. Why would you? We got to put these labels on things because people are stupid sometimes. So like I mentioned, these are the black PVD coated version. They also come in a chrome, which is multiple layers of nickel followed by the PVD process. So like I said, McGard guarantees no chipping, no flaking, no rusting. These are definitely built to last. And you can tell just by feeling it and looking at it, this is really high quality. It's really fun. Lastly, McGard was nice enough to include this cute little wheel lock key bag. There are no locks option on these, but you can get ones with locks. I know wheel theft is on the rise in some places, so you might want to consider the wheel lock thing, but for the time being, this will just be for the spline installation tool. Honestly, a nice touch by these guys. Let's take a look at this cute little bag. All in all, a pretty simple unboxing, as you might expect. It's not a very complicated product, but a lot of complicated processes and thoughts went into it to make it a very good product, and that's the reason so many people use McGard. These are obviously specific to certain thread pitches, but McGard has options for just about everything: open end, closed end, different finishes. So if you want to check all those out and see what you can get for your vehicle, head on over to McGard.com, and yeah, we'll see you on the next one. Thanks, McGard. Hey guys, just a quick reminder that if you're enjoying the content, we would love it if you would like, subscribe, or even better, turn on the little notification bell at the bottom if you like all of our content. We'll see you on the next one.